Hello, everyone. My name is Vernice, and this is my podcast, Speak Up. Shout out to my new listeners out there. I hope everyone has had a great week so far. For those of you that don't know, the mission statement for this podcast is we'll use our voices to motivate people to overcome life's challenges through self-love and respect. So it's a place for self-love and respect. I'm very excited for tonight's episode. I have a very special guest tonight who's going to drop some wisdom, and I would love. I'm anxious to learn more about you. Y'all give it up for artist Empress Honorable. Hi,
Hey, how y'all doing? Rich Rising, Rich Rising.
Rich. How you? How's everything going?
Hey, any day above ground, it's a good day. So even when it's bad, it's still all good. It is.
I love the energy already. Um, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Empress, E-M, apostrophe P-R-I-S. Don't forget the apostrophe. I am a very well-seasoned artist. I've been doing music for a mighty long time, since I was a little grasshopper, you might say. I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a daughter, I am a motivator, I am a songwriter, a lyricist. I do a multitude of things, but most importantly, I'm here to uplift and bring life to those that feel like there is no life left. Because life will do that to you, you know what I mean?
Oh, that was a beautiful intro, by the way. And I'm really big on speaking life into people, so I'm really looking forward to this interview tonight. Oh my goodness! So you mentioned you do music. How would you describe your music style?
I'm very different from everyone else. My voice is different. My style is different. It's pretty much a conglomerate of a lot of inspirations throughout the years of different artists and poets and things of that nature, dancers as well, whether it's gospel, R&B, hip hop. I love music. So with me, I like to call it life music. I like to do life music because whatever I feel is what you get. It's therapeutic for me, and it helps to ease through life. So it's life music. I don't like to put a lot of people like to say, oh, she's a gospel artist because I don't do the cuss words and stuff like that. You know, I got kids. And as you grow, you know, it shows your growth in your vocabulary as well. If you can speak without using profane words. So, yeah, it's life music for me.
Life music. I love your answer because you know you're not putting yourself in a box like, oh, I just do this or I just do that. You're like, I do the whole thing. So
you're right. It depends on how I'm feeling. So you know, I do songwriting as well. You know, I have an artist named Swanee, so I do a lot of writing for her as well. You know, it just depends on how I'm feeling. For me, you know, I do in the middle of the night and we gonna get something done. So
that is that. So what got you into music? What made you wake up one day and was like, "Ooh, I want to do music"?
Ooh. I come from a bloodline of musicians and singers and dancers. It's like in my bloodline. So I've always been into the entertainment thing. When I was little, my uncle used to sneak me out to do dance battles.
Oh.
With that, you know, doing that type of stuff, I got a chance to dance with the Breakers when I was little. I didn't know who they was at the time. I just knew they was dope, you know. So it's in my blood, you know, and I have a passion for it. So it's not like a hobby. You know? A lot of people do it for a hobby or just for fun or however. No, this a passion for me. So I've been doing music consistently for about a long time.
You love doing it, and that's what you call a passion. Yeah. So I know you're from Mississippi and you moved to Chicago. So being from those states and things like that, how was it sharing your music style with other states? Because I know it's a different sound.
Well, when I was born in Mississippi, but my mom moved us away when I was probably about 5 or 6 years old.
Okay.
So we did a lot of moving around. Kind of been in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Portland, Oregon, you know, but I spent a lot of my years in Chicago. So, you know, with that being said and moving around a lot, I was able to pick up on different genres of music that brought my style to the versatility that it has today, you know. So the music that some people may like or may not like. I'm the opposite of those things, So like I like a Tribe Called Quest. That's East Coast, Das Effects, Busta Rhymes, So the Fugees. I can go on and on with the East Coast rap. Then I could go west. We got the Snoop and the Tupacs and the DJ Quicks, and the Midwest we got a lot.
Yes.
It's so many. I can't even name everybody. There's just so many, including whether it's MC Light, Queen Latifah, or whether it's some Monifa or some Aaliyah. So I like different music. So.
Great catalog you named, by the way. Great music taste. So, I know being in the music industry, being in entertainment in general, it can get challenging, ups and downs, twists and turns, doing it on your own. What keeps you motivated even when it does get tough?
My mom and my kids. My mom was my biggest supporter. So she's been gone now a little bit over a year. But even after her passing, some of those times got very discouraging. And I just you know what? My kids watching me. I know my mama's still watching me. So I just can't let them down. And I know that I have a purpose. So first and foremost, I cannot not do what I'm purposed to do from the Most High, So all of it's tying together, though.
I love that. Yes, definitely a motivator to keep going. So, I did some research on you, and I see that you teach a youth dance class. Tell us a little about that. How did that get started? What got you into it? How is it?
Well, I've always been a dancer, So before I got saved, I used to, do a lot of shows, but I didn't incorporate all the dancing that I did and have learned. So after I got saved, I started doing a lot of different things like the praise dancing, the monkey dancing, and the things like that. So when I started doing that, and I kind of incorporated sign language with the dance moves to make it kind of more for the people that was in my church that couldn't hear, and they used to be sitting in the service looking around like, what's going on? They can hear the vibrations, I'm sure. But with me putting a little sign language in it, it got it exciting for them, so.
Wow, that's amazing, by the way.
The kids was loving it. So,
yes,
that's
a feeling. Okay, yes, I love that. So, also, too, tell us a little bit about Pure Royalty Music Entertainment.
Pure Royalty Music is my baby. It was established early 2000. And the reason why I established that is because I had ran into a lot of people in this industry at that time in my career already that was like trying to get you for your publishing, pretty much signing your life away, and they get everything. One guy tried to tell me, if you make $1 million off of me, all you got to do is give me a penny. Like, seriously? Like, who does that?
Who does that? Yeah.
So but it's a lot of people out there that's trying to get over on artists that doesn't know anything about copyrights or publishings or all the royalties or all they don't know. So people can come along and sell them that dream, like, oh yeah, I can do this and I can do that, and that don't even be the case. So I've run into a lot of, oh yeah, I can do this, and then you be around and you watch. I'm very observant, so when I'm out, I don't even really talk much. They're like, you got an antisocial. No, I'm just observing my surroundings, because everybody, you can't befriend everybody. And you got to watch the people around you, period. Some people feel like, hey, they can get in where they fit in. They're going to be your friend or be there for their own benefit. It's a lot. It's a whole lot of people. So with me establishing Pure Royalty, I wanted to make a safer ground for artists like that. So they'll be able to learn the industry, learn about publishing and all the entertainment ins and outs, the performances, the artist developments, and things like that. So with Pure Royalty being on deck, like it's not the pushover label, so I had to go sign myself to myself.
Oh my God, I love it. And you creating opportunities for others and educating everybody. That's huge because I feel like, especially entertainment industry, they definitely want people to go in blinded and not know what they're doing. So it's good you made
Yeah.
a space for that.
Cause if they can rape you, they gonna rape you.
Mhm.
They out here want 60-80% and they ain't did nothing. Like, what are you doing?
Mhm.
What are you doing to earn
Like,
the
I'm
love?
a talent.
You know, and I get it. Like, everybody have their position. Everybody,
Mhm.
certain people for certain positions. So yeah,
Mhm.
everybody got to get their in. I'm all about everybody eating. I'm
Mhm.
for that. We all can eat. You feel me? But
Mhm.
I'm not cool with eating with the snakes and the vultures. You
Mhm.
know, we gotta watch them.
Oh,
You gonna eat over there. You know what I'm saying?
most definitely, and that's why we create our own spaces. I love it. With tonight, you guys, tonight's episode, you guys, is titled "I See Myself." So tonight we are going to be talking about having a healthy, positive self-image. Shout out to Empress. I was like, "Ooh," gave me inspiration for this type of episode. So let's get into our ask up question of the night. So if you're listening out there, please feel free to comment. Always go back and read the comments. Tonight's ask up question of the night is, how do you pump yourself up? I'm going to go ahead and answer that. I pump myself up by one, speaking life into myself, and for two, bumping that good song that I like. What if it's a good little song that's making me feel myself? I turn my music on and I tell myself, nobody can tell me nothing today. I'm going to feel good today. Because of the day, we have a lot of control over how our day goes, even if there is a challenge that comes in that day. How do you handle it? How do you view yourself when you react? Those things matter. So, what about you, Empress? How do you pump yourself up?
Well, me, I try to make sure that I pray first for anything.
Mhm.
Cause my mind already be going by the time I get up. So
Mhm.
my feet even touch the floor, my mind is going. So I want to make
Mhm.
sure that I address the Most High first and be thankful for even seeing another day. And then after that, I'm just pretty much like, okay, we got the present, so we gonna get into it. Whatever I got to do that day, I'm motivated to do it, and I want to be on time. I don't want no distractions. Hey, let's do this. So if I gotta pump myself up by listening to my own music or listening to some music I like, or sometimes I just throw on a word or something. Listen to some Keon or some CD or something like that. Or Sarah.
Okay.
Get myself motivated up. Or find something African cultural wise to
Mhm.
feed my knowledge. I'm kind of like the nerd type. They man, you tripping?
You're like, this how I feel good though.
It's all good though.
I
Yeah,
love that. Great answer. So, y'all, we're going to talk about the importance of a healthy and positive self image. I feel like it's very important. Like, the relationship with yourself definitely reflects the way you treat others, the way you see yourself, the way you set your intentions for your day. I feel
yeah,
like when we're downplaying ourselves, right, we don't go for opportunities. When we're downplaying ourselves, we don't show up as our best self. But when we're feeding ourselves, expanding ourselves, that's how we make the most of our day and make the most of the opportunities thrown our way. And I want to say, too, you have to be real with yourself
yeah,
when it comes to having a healthy self-image. So if there is something that you feel like you're lacking, you're not taking accountability of, that's going to stunt your growth.
yeah, definitely. You got to govern yourself, or you can govern anybody else. Period. So I check myself. Hey, and come to me and be like, hey, well, this is and this. I'm like, oh well, let me check it from outside first. I'm gonna look at
Mhm.
everything from every which way and govern myself on it. If I hear it and I feel some type of way about it, I'm gonna go check myself. Hey, why did you feel like that? What's
Mhm.
going on? So it's very important to check yourself. And just like trying to get a beam out of somebody else's eye and it's one of your own.
Mhm.
So I try to check myself and try not to be judgmental as far as judging people and condemning them because we all human. You know, got to judge situations and things of that nature so you don't have yourself in messed up issues, you feel me, or with messed up people sometimes. But as
Mhm.
far as judging people, like I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in.
Mhm.
So I just,
That's a big one because it's so easy to point the finger, and it's like sometimes we have to look in within ourselves. So I love that. So your music is filled with a lot of positive affirmations and messages. What's your favorite affirmation to say to yourself?
I will live and not die.
Ooh, Okay, I never heard that one yet. That's well said.
I would live and not die. You know,
Okay.
there's a lot of things that people die from daily, whether it's mentally, emotionally. That silent killer called stress.
Yes.
So I just try to speak life into myself. To hey, you gonna live and not die, no matter what's going on. You know, I try to speak that to myself. You know, I am healed. You know, I am the head and not the tail. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if nobody else speaks it, I need to speak it to myself. So,
That is powerful. I love that. So, you guys, it is now time for the tweet up segment. I know that I like to call Twitter X, whatever y'all want to call it. Something that I tweeted this week that goes with tonight's episode is your self-image is up to you. So this is a big one because in the day we have control of how we see ourselves. You know, we have to stop letting people's opinions or thoughts or what they think we should be tap into how we view ourselves. A lot of times I feel like these days, well, we'll get into that later, but the way society is set up, it's so people in your ear telling you what you should do or how you should feel about you. But how do you feel about you? What growth or what path do you want to take? And I think that's important when you're going after any type of goal. And you know, I think it's important to tap into yourself to get to know your creative side. You know, we all want to be creative and this and that, but do we know ourselves enough to fully utilize our creative side? So,
right.
what's your favorite way to tap into yourself?
Um, I'm not like a lot of other female rappers, so it's like hashtag female rapper with clothes on for me. You know, so, I don't like to show much skin. You know, it's very important that I feel comfortable in my skin. If I'm out here, you know, half naked, it ain't gonna do it for me. You know. And like I said, I've been doing music a long time. So it's been times where people came to me like, yeah, you know, we just need to put you in this and put you in this and this. No, not my style. I ain't knocking whoever do it. That's your thing. Do it how you do it. But not for me. You know, I'm just not gonna be out here like that. So if it don't make me feel good about myself, there's no point in doing it.
That's huge.
You know, so they be like, oh, well, you should try to do this and try to do this. Wear a wig and do this. Man, come on, bruh. Who finna do all of that? Now, if I get to the point where I want to do it, then that's fine. But you're not finna tell me, here, put this wig on. Keep this on. Why should I? That's not my thing. I don't want to do that. Head gonna be sweating anyway. You got time for them problems.
It's too hot.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Got time. Like if you can't take me as I am, then you don't want me at all.
Ooh, that's a bar right there.
So, you know, because like everybody got their flaws. You know. You know. I used to probably like about when did I get this smile design thing? Like 2 years. Almost 2 years. Like before the smile design, it's like if I'm talking to you right now, I would never smile because it was like you can even. I'm still going through the process of them bringing it down. But at first, it was like all these joints was up there, like you couldn't even tell I got to you. So it was like when I got ready to do the smile design thing, like I was asking the kids in my dance class, like, "Hey, how y'all feel about the smile?" Boy, don't you ever ask a kid nothing.
No, yeah, kids.
You ever ask a kid nothing? Because if you want the truth, they gonna give it to you. They be lying and stuff. Like you be lying and stuff. You know, that's kid stuff. They be lying and stuff. But you want to know the truth, how you looking, what's going on, a kid gonna tell you.
That's real.
I messed around and asked the kids, hey, how y'all feel about the smile? Like, you know, my confidence was already a little low because I didn't want to smile because it looked like I didn't have any teeth. You know what I'm saying? So they be talking to me like, hey, okay. And the kids was like, hey, well, I thought you were ball mouth. Well, I thought you had baby teeth. And I'm just like, what? So I was up thinking about that days, like, oh man, these kids are boo-boo on me.
Like, what do I do?
You know, but as I went through the process of getting it done, my confidence got up. I was feeling better. I was kind of glad in the end that they told me that, though. So.
And it was something you wanted to do too,
Yeah.
so that's what makes it better. Like you
Yeah,
weren't forced.
Whether it be a kid or a friend from 10, 20 years, a friend got to be able to cut you. If I can't cut you and tell you the truth about you or what's going on with you, then I'm not your friend. So that's we get ready to go outside, and you got on two left shoes, and you got holes in your stockings and your skirt up, and you see all your mess and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd be bogus to tell you, oh yeah, you look good. Come on, girl. You know what I'm saying? No. Just because you feel good about it. I'm not finna pump you up. No, I'm finna tell you, no. I'm your friend. You're looking the fool now.
There you go. That's a real friend. So, any upcoming projects?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm always cooking up something. Right now, I do have the I Am going on.
Okay.
Check remix, and the most current single is Ashes in the Whip, featuring the 20.
Okay.
I'm doing that right now, but I got a whole of songs coming, just more and more. Just trying to give people a little bit at a time. Not too much. You know what I'm saying, but enough to keep them wanting more. So definitely stay tuned. There's more projects coming always. So I'm out here. We got the Fleet DJs.
I'm sorry.
The 13th annual Fleet DJs conference coming up in Orlando, Florida. July 18th through the 22nd. I am a Fleet DJ. Fleet DJ is Mississippi, so we're gonna be up in that train thick. Y'all, hey, you should come on down and come join me.
Right, I need to make a trip out there.
Hey, you need to come on down for the conference. You know what I'm saying? It's so many dope people and people to network, artists and some of everybody. I think we're supposed to have Tisha Campbell there this year too, right?
Oh, lovely.
So it'd be a lot of artists coming through. It'd be dope, artists, producers, all that. So,
Okay. I love it. Make sure y'all tap in with the latest projects coming out. Yeah. It is now time for the Life Up segment. So Life Up segment is when I take the topic and I relate it to an issue in today's world. So tonight's Life Up is the rise of seeking validation from others, allowing people's opinions to affect how you see yourself, social media and self-validation. So these are big ones, I feel like, especially within the social media age. We're concerned about likes and views and does this look right? And people not wanting to be themselves. I feel like too, taking other people's images as well. Like, you see someone being themselves online and then people like not knowing their own identity. It's very important because it's like, who are you at the end of the day? So these are really huge ones. So what's a tip you would give to a person who wants to take the path of music?
You're gonna have to be very thick-skinned.
That's real.
You have to be very thick-skinned, and you can't come in with a sense of entitlement. A lot of artists have a sense of entitlement. Like they feel like, oh, because I can rap, you need to pay me. But have you put in the work? Can you fill a venue? How long have you been doing this? What does your stage performance look like? Can you rock a crowd? A lot of people can just get up there, walk around and rap, but can you motivate this crowd enough to make them want to come in and see you perform? And a lot of people with that sense of entitlement thing, that's majorly messed up. Like it's a lot of artists that feel like, hey, I've been rapping 2 years, or I've been rapping 5 years. You need to be paying me. Okay, who you bringing? Who coming to see you? Are you working? Are you promoting yourself? Do you have an IG? Do you have a Facebook? Do you have a website? Do you have a platform you're streaming on? Where are you at? We have people want to know all of this type of stuff. Like, what are you doing to better you? Because if you ain't investing no money in yourself, ain't nobody finna invest in you. It'll look like, well, why should I invest my money and you don't want to invest yours?
That's real.
I'm on myself, period. So whether you believe in me or not, I'm gonna keep moving and do what I gotta do. Then you're gonna look up like, dang, why'd she do that? When she do that? Oh, I was working while you were sitting up with your hand out. Thought somebody was gonna get. So you can't have no sense of the entitlement up in this industry, period. You to be the one that they're gonna jerk. You go, oh yeah, they're gonna give you all this, give you all that, and then take it all back. You know what I'm saying? Now you done sold your life for a car. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you're entitled to that. Yeah, they gave it to you, but it's on recoupment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they can't come in this industry without no passion. You can't come like, I'm finna come get rich. Yeah, I'm finna get rich tomorrow. Nah, that ain't gonna get it. It's gotta be love and passion and fun. You gotta have fun while you're doing it. You know, if you come in and then you just finna be a get rich quick scheme, this is not the industry for you. If you get anybody saying, hey, your music trash, or you mumble rapping, or your beats garbage, or your production is garbage, this is not the industry for you. Because it's people that's gonna hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And
Really,
if you ain't built for it, you're gonna be in a corner crying, sucking your thumb somewhere.
I love how real you. I love this real advice you just dropped. I hope y'all listen after. Y'all better get your pens ready. She dropping.
They would get you. Think you entitled. All right. They
get humbled.
Then you gotta look up into your publishing gone too.
Oh. Okay. So I hope y'all listening.
You thought you had to do was come in here rapping. You got some publishing. All your songs playing on the radio, but how you getting paid? You ain't got no publishing. You ain't got no copyright. You ain't got no publishing. What you doing? Mm-hmm. How you making this money? You selling it on a personal website, or you got it like that? You ain't got no website. So what are we doing? So they're gonna have to be ready. There's some money in this industry. It takes money to make money.
Okay, I just learned something too. It is now time for the drink up segment. So if you're listening there, please pull out some water and drink some water.
I'm so excited.
Yes. And it's hot, y'all, so please be hydrated. And I got a drink up water fact for tonight. According to Vocals.com, drinking plenty of water is important for our general health, as well as a wide range of health conditions. Water also helps blood flow around the body, and in doing so can boost circulation. Warm water is thought to be better in this instance, as chilled water can close up the veins. So that's my water fact. In the summer times here, it is hot. Please drink some water. Please stay hydrated. I have to put that in there. Now we are back into the episode. So remember, y'all, having a good self-image will give you confidence to go after what you want. So I think that goes with what you just said about the artist having thick skin. You got to have a good self-image to even go after that, because like you said, people are going to be like, oh, I don't like your music. Your image is this, but you got to still be right with yourself. There's so many artists out there that are big today. I probably don't like the way they dress, the way this, that, but they still big because they believe in themselves enough to go after, and they're not listening to people who don't listen. And I'm gonna be real, you ever see someone so confident, even though it ain't the first style you would click on? It's like, it actually, because their confidence is shining through. So it's about that self-image. So what are some things that you are passionate about that you are currently going after besides music?
We opening my dance studio.
Yes.
Doing more stuff with my children. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to be more family oriented. Like that's just like a real major thing for me now. But like I said, with my mom passing, it kind of like made me the matriarch. So I usually always be the one that's out on the road. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. So it's just like I gotta move differently now. I have young princesses, king that I'm raising. I got a lot of young kings and queens. Mm-hmm. That's not mine, I have 3 that is mine, but I have a whole bunch of others that's not biologically mine, but they mine.
They're yours. I love it. Beautiful passions, by the way. Yeah. So you guys now. Oh, sorry. Were you saying something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, man, my kids, man, like that's the next generation. The kids are reporting to me. So.
And how they're being led.
Yep.
So very important. Yeah, I'm the oldest of my siblings. I understand that. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm the oldest too. So yeah,
you get it. We get it.
Yeah, definitely, I get it. I look at it like, hey, mama ain't here. You need to come home. So he want me to come back to Chicago to stay. He like, you need to be here.
Yeah, it's like a never-ending job. But you guys, it is now time for the Poet Up segment. Y'all know I like to write poetry, so I'm going to share a quote or two from one of my poems to keep me accountable. So this is from my poem, Complicated. Our relationship is complicated, hard like the wall that you have to show empathy, cold like your heart when it's time to show compassion, broken like the unhealed parts of you that you use as a disguise to show love. I wish I knew how to fix the puzzle to your complex maze that leaves me lost. You always want to win the price. You always want to win with the price being the self-doubt of others. That was my Poet Up for tonight. Let me get back. Woo, woo, come on, I got some snaps. So, speaking of poetry and lyrics and all that, what's one of your favorite lyrics that you have written? If you had to pick one right now off the top of the head.
Off the top of the head?
Yep. Like a quick quote. What's a quote you're like, ooh?
It's crazy. Like the first thing that popped in my head though is my world has been shaken. I guess what an earthquake is.
Woo! I like how you brought the earth into it, the nature. Okay, that was a powerful, quick quote. Okay, y'all look, we got a lyricist on here. Oh, yeah. It's now time for the show up segment. This is the show up segment. So if you're out there listening, please comment your answer to this question. I always love to go back and read the comments. How did I show up for myself this week? So the way I showed up for myself this week, I've been ripping and running the past few weeks, traveling, all this stuff. Yesterday, I took a day where I didn't go nowhere. I just stayed in the house. I laid in bed all day, relaxed, and I showed up for myself because, my body wanted rest. It needed to recharge. Now I'm recharged for tonight's episode. We here. Okay, so Empress, how did you show up for yourself this week?
Well, this week, like I said, been kind of complicated. But like I said, with the funeral and all of that stuff going on, to make sure that we made it here, I was determined to do that. Like that was the goal. Like we have to get here to see our stepson off, and we was a little bit off schedule, but we made it in time. So I was glad about that, to be able to just make sure we made it to Chicago for the funeral and be there for our loved ones. I was expecting us to be there, to be there to comfort and to hug and smile and all that good stuff. That was a bummer for me.
Okay. Sending my condolences, and I'm glad you made it safely and on time. So I love to ask all my guests a fun question. So your fun question for today is, what's one of your most favorite oldie songs on the top of your head? I know you like a lot of music. Oldies. One oldie song, if you could do on top of your head.
Lenny Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, I
love you. That's a good one. I gotta play that later. Good choice. Okay.
Yeah.
Music make you feel good. But all right, you guys, it is now time for the wrap-up segment. So the wrap-up segment. How does it relate to self-love? Self-love is loving yourself enough to work on yourself to have a nice, healthy, positive self-image. That is self-love. When you love yourself more, that your self-image is actually better. You treat yourself better. Like I said, you're nicer to people, you're kind to people, and that glow just shows. So, Empress, how do you practice self-love?
I've been trying to sleep more lately.
That's a good one. I love that answer.
Trying to sleep more, they always say, you need to get some rest. You need to get some rest. And I'm just constantly on the go, and it's not good for the blood pressure and blood. So, I've been trying to sleep more. And I've been feeling a little better too. So sleep more and drink more water.
Yes, let's stay refreshed out here. And this is a question. I'll cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
And this is a question I love to ask all my guests. So what do you want to be remembered for?
Love, positivity, loyalty, and having a dope relationship with God.
Woo! Amen. Loving that answer.
Yeah,
Yes, you definitely making your mark. Love
yeah,
it. So you guys, remember to speak life into yourself and take the time to get to know yourself. We are like amazing people. Learn who you are. Learn what you like. Learn what you don't like. Learn your flaws. Learn what you could work on. Meet other people. Understand people. You know you can meet yourself as far. Sorry, you meet people as far as you meet yourself. Remember that. So let's enjoy these deep connections, deep conversations we have with people. Like I appreciated tonight's episode, tonight's
yeah.
conversation. It
You.
was amazing. It was a pleasure having you on my platform. Thank you for the gems and the knowledge and just the fun, the good time. But before we go, can you shout your information out? Where can we find your music, your page?
Oh, it's a pleasure being on your podcast.
Thank
I
you.
love it. I enjoy every moment. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Um, I am the Empress. You can type that in, and it's gonna bring it up. EM
Yes.
apostrophe PRIS. You can find me on Facebook, Empress Honorable, Purity Music, MUZIQ, ENT. You can also find me at puritymusic.com, IG, Purity Music, Empress Honorable. Empress Honorable. That's, hey, Empress Honorable. You can't forget it. Honorable is my last name. So EM apostrophe PRIS. Don't forget the apostrophe. I am the Empress.
There we go. And don't forget the apostrophe. I love it. I appreciate y'all tapping into my 42nd episode of Speak Up JV Now. It's
Congratulations.
always good. But thank you. Thank you. Going 5 years strong. Thank y'all so much. I will be back with another episode. To tell your friends to tap into Speak Up JV Thursdays at 8:30. I'm on Instagram at Speak Up JV. My personal is at Vernisa, and Twitter at Speak Up JV, or X. I'm sorry, at Speak Up JV. But I love you guys. Make sure y'all tap into Empress's content and look out for her. All right,
Yes.
but yeah,
Stay
take care,
tuned.
everyone.
Thank you. Blessings,
Thank
Queen. Thank
you.
you. Okay.
Likewise.
See, yeah, out that way. Hey, I appreciate you.
There we go.
Blessings. Keep that smile up. It's very inviting and warming.
Thank
Blessings.
you. Likewise. You had a very warm presence on here too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Blessings, Queen.
Blessings. All right, y'all. Take care, y'all.
Thanks, y'all. Peace.
Bye.